morning, everyone. Miss Ashley here at the Living Arts and Science Center. Thank you for joining us for another week of our virtual pre-K art day where we read a story and do a craft. On my camera today, I have Miss Heather. So while you're watching today, if you have any questions or want to comment along, just let Miss Heather know and we'll be able to talk to each other that way. Or if you're not watching this live and you end up making this craft, comment your craft. We would love to see the work that you guys do at home. So today we're going to be reading the story called Grandma's Purse. And then I'll show you all how to make your very own purse that you can put some cool stuff in. So if you have this book, go ahead and grab it now so you can follow along. Or if not, come in close and follow along this way. Grandma's Purse by Vanessa Brantley-Newton. Today, my grandma Mimi is coming to visit. When Mimi comes over, she always has a new treasure to share. And no matter what it is, it comes from inside her purse. I can't look away from it. It must be full of some magical things. All of the things that make my grandma Mimi. Will you show me what's inside? Yes, she will. I keep all kinds of things in my purse. You never know what you'll want to have with you. I love their smiles. Their smiles are so funny. I use my mirror to see myself before you see me. I use it to put on my lipstick so my lips are ready to give you a big kiss. And you have your smell good. Mimi laughs. Yes, I use my smell good so you know I was here even after I go home. I keep extra earrings in my purse in case I want to feel extra fancy. And my hairpins keep my hair just so. This coin purse holds all of my coins, of course, but it also holds memories. Your grandfather brought it back from Japan for me. So when I do something small, like put away change, I do something big and think of him too. Candy! You never know when you'll need a little treat. Mimi always passes me a piece of candy to suck on in church, right when I start having a hard time paying attention to the pastor. Your phone looks like a toy. It has my friends' phone numbers on it. What else would I need it for? My glasses help me see your pretty face, and this scarf can keep me warm, or give me a cushion if I want to rest my head. Or it can make me feel fancy if my earrings don't do it on their own. So this is how Mimi gets to be Mimi. With everything in her purse, I can be Mimi too. What do you think? Does she look just like Mimi with her lipstick and her glasses and her bobby pins? Toward the bottom of the bag, I find a sleeve of pictures. At first, I only recognize one, me. But Mimi shows me who's in the others. There's Mimi a long time ago when she married Papa, and another of my mom when she was my age. She looks like me, only without all of Mimi's accessories. There's one more thing at the very bottom. I couldn't see it until we took out all of Mimi's treasures one by one. It's big and it has my name on it. A purse of my own. And I know what will go in first. The end. She was putting all her candy in there first. Her candy and all the stuff she took from Mimi. Have you guys ever gone through your family's purses, maybe your Mimi or your mom? There's usually some pretty magical stuff in there. All right, so let's make our own purses, just like we read in the story. Here's what you're going to need today. I have 2 grocery bags. I've got a stapler with some staples already in it, some glue, my scissors, some tape, some colorful paper here, and then all of my markers for decorating. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is cut up our grocery bags a little bit. One of these is going to be the purse part, and the other one are going to be the handles that we cut out to put on our purse. So let's make our purse, the bottom part first, the thing that's going to hold all of our stuff. Grab a marker real quick. Alrighty, so I'm going to make a cut line across my grocery bag. And I'm going to use my paper as my ruler. I'll show you why later. So I line up my paper here at the bottom of the grocery bag, and I just make a line across. And this is going to be the line that I cut. Now I'm going to grab my scissors. This is a great time to practice your scissor skills at home. But if you don't feel comfortable cutting, grab the grown-up next to you and have them cut for you. Cutting all the way across. Alrighty, so now I have the bottom part of our purse. And it's big enough that it can hold a lot of stuff, just like Mimi's purse. Okay, now I'm going to cut some handles out of our other grocery bag. And to do this, I'm going to make some more cut lines. All right, so you can decide how big you want your handles to be. If you've ever seen bags, some of them have really skinny straps, and some of them have bigger straps. So you can use your creativity, but I'll give you a little clue. The bigger you make your straps, the more stuff you can put inside your purse, because it'll be stronger. So if you want to put a lot of stuff in your purse, make some big straps. So I'm going to use my paper as a ruler again, just so I can get a straight line. And so this is how big my strap is going to be. It's a couple inches. I think it'll be nice and sturdy. Make a line across. And then I'm going to come down a little bit more. And those look about even. They don't have to be perfectly even. They look just about right. And make another line this way. And now we're going to cut those out again. All the way across, doing a straight line. So those of you who are watching at home, if you have a purse, have you ever felt like Mary Poppins with how many things you can stuff inside your purse? I know sometimes I can feel like Mary Poppins, pulling out candy and just about everything I need. How about you, Miss Heather? Do you have a magical purse, or do you like small purses?
I used to have a big magical purse, and I used to keep Play-Doh in it.
Play-Doh, that's a good idea. Maybe in your purse that we made, you can put some Play-Doh. All right, so I have 2 handles now. So they're a big circle. I'm not going to cut them out. And I'm doing that so they stay strong. Okay. Now I'm going to grab my stapler right here. I'm going to set it so it's easier for you guys to see. So when I staple it, I'm going to put a staple on each end and put it on our purse like this. So maybe this is the part where you and your grown-up work as a team. One of you holding the bag and one of you holding the stapler. So I put the edge of my handle just a little bit inside that bag so there's some overlap. Then I'm going to grab my stapler. Squeeze really tight. There we go. There's one side. And then I'm going to do the same thing just right next to it. So you see it's just a little bit over and it overlaps a little bit too. I come in and I squeeze that stapler. And now I have a handle that's going to hold a lot of stuff. So let's do the other side real quick.
I have a question.
Yeah, Miss Lori here is with us. What is your question, Miss Lori?
What if you want to call it a duffel bag? Is that okay?
That is a great thing. Sometimes we, boys and girls, like to have bags that carry all their stuff. Just because Mimi was a girl in our story and she had a bag doesn't mean Papa doesn't also have a bag or a big wallet to carry his stuff in too. Good question, Miss Lori. So just like I did with the first side, I put my handles in and I squeeze my stapler. And now I have a purse or a duffel bag, if you want to call it. It's going to hold all my stuff, just like Miss Mimi's. Now comes the fun part of decorating. So there's a couple different ways that you can choose to decorate your bag. In our story, Mimi's bag looks like a quilt. It's got a bunch of different shapes that all make up the purse. So if you want to make something like that, you're going to take your paper and cut it into lots of different shapes. Be a really great way to practice your scissoring skills. So you can make a bunch of squares or even some circles. So I'm going to do a couple. I'm going to do some squares and some triangles really quick. Here's a triangle. All right, so here's where we grab our glue. So if you want to make it look like a patchwork or a quilted, we're going to cut out a bunch of different shapes. We do one in purple too so you can see the different colors. So I've got a couple triangles here. And my glue. Okay, so I'm going to put a dot of glue and put down one of my shapes. I push, squeeze that glue. Then I'm going to do the same thing with some more colors. And I want them to look overlapped, just like Mimi's purse. So this is a kind of a fun part where it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to line up perfectly with all of the edges. You can make any shapes you want. So that's one way you can decorate your bag here is making it like a quilt. Another way you can do it, if you remember, Miss Ashley measured her bag to line up with her paper. So, if you want to practice coloring on this piece of paper, making your own design, maybe it has your name on it, or maybe your favorite animal that you can draw, and then you can just glue that whole piece of paper on the side of your grocery bag, and it becomes really colorful. So I put glue all over the back of my paper. And I squish, 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 squish. Putting that glue all over. And I'll draw my name like it's embroidered. And there you have it. You have a really special, unique, and creative bag that you can put all your stuff in. What do you think? I would love for you to share your photos of the projects that you made so we can see how creative you got. All right, friends, so now we're going to end our virtual pre-K art day like we always do with a song. This is my friend Lil Blue. She's my ukulele. And we're going to sing Don't Worry, Be Happy. If you know the words, sing nice and loud. But if not, listen closely so you can learn the words. All right, I'm going to start off, and when I nod, it's time for you to join me. Here's a little song I wrote. You might like to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. Sometimes in life you get so in trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Thank you so much for joining us. Comment your pictures, and we'll see you next week right here at the Living Arts and Science